Hi, welcome to Talking Tech at Legalweek. I'm Caroline Hill. I'm with Gloria Lee, who's the Chief Legal Officer at Everlaw. Hi, Gloria.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be talking with you.
Thank you so much. It's so great chatting
with
you.
our mini microphones.
I know, right? We're hoping that we're being a bit more professional and actually using them the way they're supposed to be used rather than holding them.
Because we otherwise wouldn't be able to stop laughing. So we're going to try this.
We're doing well.
We're going to do it.
So you've been with Everlaw 7 months now?
7 months.
Right. And tell me, so it's so great to chat to you and get your perspectives coming into the profession. So just give a little bit of background in terms of your career outside of recent years anyway.
Yeah, so I've been practicing for over 25 years and started as federal law clerk, moving to the law firm of Morrison & Forster in San Francisco, where I was a litigation associate. And then I really wanted to be a trial lawyer, so I went to the city of Oakland. And I got to do a ton of trials there. And then I've been in-house since then for about the last 15 years at large public companies, in big tech, and then in the startup space as GC and CLO for the last 4 or 5 years or so.
Right, okay. Yeah, so obviously, so the way I phrase it, perhaps, so you've been in legal for forever.
But yes, forever.
I feel like I also have been in legal forever.
Yeah,
actually, I love it. There's such an energy about this time. Like it feels like a real privilege to be working in legal tech right now because there's so many changes. Like I used to be a lawyer, as you know.
Right.
I've been writing about legal technology for 10 years. I've been writing about legal for many more years than that. And right now, there's so much energy in the space. I know you've had some big announcements at Everlaw. Obviously, you've got your Gen AI platform,
right?
And things are really changing for fee earners. Just tell me just a little bit. We haven't got long because but tell me briefly what you think the key sort of what your key excitement is, or what you think the key changes will be perhaps this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think what brought me into legal tech is that we are in a moment, and you've been here for a while, so you've seen it, and I do think that Gen AI in particular is going to be really transformational for how lawyers are practicing. I think that Everlaw is really going to be at the forefront of that. So some of the really exciting announcements that we've been sharing over the last few days, I'll talk about Project Query, which is our new feature that will allow lawyers to be able to ask natural language questions of terabytes of data. And that you can get a response back that is validated, that has substantiation, cites to the sources. It has a ton of refinement in the way that we're doing it that really allows us to continue to be the most advanced e-discovery platform that's out there. And it's really game-changing. I mean, we've had an early beta. That's what our customers are telling us. When I think about the way that we used to practice as litigators, the fact that you'd be able to get all of your data and documents, we're talking millions of documents potentially, at the beginning of a case, and to be able to just ask some questions like, who are some of the key witnesses that I might be wanting to identify for this particular issue, and to get that list. Or to be able to just sort of like understand what might be going on in the documents, and to have those type of answers at the very beginning of a case is really game-changing. You don't have to go through the whole discovery process before you have that information, and it allows you to be able to shape your strategy. As you go further into the case, you would be able to do things like go into a deposition, ask live questions to sort of see if there's a good follow-up question that you might want to ask based on what the data shows.
It's so, I mean, I used to be a litigator. I used to be a litigation lawyer. And it's just, the transformation and the way that the e-discovery is going to be conducted going forward is going to be completely different, which is great for clients in terms of cost and time.
Well, and not only cost and time, but I mean, as a GC or CLO, or when I was head of litigation, I was constantly asked when we would get some material matter, what's the real risk here? What's really happening? They want to know that as early as possible.
Yeah, of course.
And so now you have a tool that allows you to be able to give at least some sense of that. And of course, you're going to continue to refine it as you go through the process.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly powerful for me to be able to tell my CEO or my board and say, we've looked at this amount of data. We've like been able to pull in millions of documents already, and I've asked some of these key questions, and here's what I found.
Well, look, we're going to have to wrap up because these are short videos, but it's so lovely to speak to you.
Thank you so
and
much.
I wish you a great legal week, and I look forward to speaking again soon.
Same.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks, Gloria.
Bye.